Good day. Welcome to Just Another Messenger, your daily decode of the digital, the political, and the prophetic. I'm your host, Tamara L. Powered by AI, grounded in truth, and fueled by rebellion, we sift through noise to bring you what they won't say out loud. If you're ready to unplug from the matrix and plug into the message, let's begin. They told us California was the clean energy capital of the world. But behind the buzzwords and green banners, a Silicon Valley-backed bill is threatening to hand over control of California's energy markets to the same Trump-era fossil fuel cronies once laughed out of Sacramento. And it gets worse. This isn't just about energy, it's about power, profit, and foreign influence. Because lurking in the shadows of this bill is a $600 billion deal with Saudi Arabia. A deal that connects American tech, Middle Eastern oil, and Washington's thirst for control. This is the exposé they don't want you to see. Welcome to Power Grab, Silicon Valley's energy deal with the devil. Here's where the plot thickens. Just days ago, the United States announced a $600 billion investment agreement with Saudi Arabia, a deal inked during Donald Trump's visit to the Gulf. This agreement spans defense, infrastructure, and energy. And guess who's shaking hands in those meetings? Silicon Valley execs, Saudi Aramco, and U.S. fossil fuel firms eager to revive oil exports and natural gas pipelines. Saudi Aramco alone signed $90 billion in preliminary deals with U.S. companies, many of which rely on California's power infrastructure for data center expansion. SB 540 opens the door for these fossil-heavy investments to piggyback onto California's grid through a federally overseen market that favors gas, not green. Let's break it down. SB 540 means federal energy regulators can override California climate laws. A Trump-aligned FERC can mandate fossil fuel integration. Profits from California's green grid are redistributed to red state utilities and fossil fuel firms. And who wins? Big tech, who get cheaper, federally subsidized energy. The Trump camp, who quietly reinsert fossil fuel dominance into the bluest state. Saudi investors, who profit from energy assets without ever touching a solar panel. Meanwhile, California residents are left with higher energy bills, increased fossil fuel usage, and a shattered legacy of environmental leadership. California has long been the beacon of progressive energy policy, setting national standards on emissions, renewables, and clean innovation. But this bill could undo decades of climate progress, just to feed Silicon Valley's AI ambitions and Washington's fossil fuel resurrection. Supporters of SB 540 claim it'll improve reliability and reduce costs. But critics warn it's a Trojan horse cloaked in tech optimism, delivering control to the very forces California once defied. The question is no longer just about clean energy. It's about sovereignty. Who controls the switch? Will California hand over its energy independence to Trump-era regulators, Saudi oil magnates, and data-hungry billionaires? Or will the people demand transparency, accountability, and a grid that powers justice, not just profit? Because this isn't just a bill. It's a blueprint for control. If you like the content presented, subscribe, share, and like button to be a part of more thought-provoking conversations. You won't want to miss it. If the words stirred your spirit, let your support speak too. Drop a seed on Cash App, $JustAnotherMessenger. Truth grows where it's watered. Until tomorrow, stay woke, stay sharp, stay sovereign.